good day. So for today's lesson is about how we create a major and minor chords. So last time we tackled about the treble clef, melody, and harmony. So you already know the letters of the stop and its terms. Now first things first, before we go to create major and minor chords, we must know what are the steps in music. So the steps are half steps and whole steps. So let's go to half steps. So half steps is the smallest interval between two notes. So as you can see, I have an example of a piano here. So I have encircled the C and the C sharp. So according to its definition, the smallest interval between two notes. So what is the smallest interval of C? So we have the C sharp. So C to C sharp. Now C to C sharp is the half steps. D to D sharp is the half steps. F to F sharp is a half step. F E to E flat is a half steps. G to G sharp is a half steps. E to E sharp is a half step. B to B flat is a half step. So that is a half step. Now let's go to whole steps. So a whole step is the distance between two notes that have one note in between. So another example of the piano. So I have here encircled the C sharp, and the D. So from C to C sharp is a half step. And when you go to D, that's what we call the whole step. Another example. E to F to F sharp is a whole step. Why? It's because E and F, their in between is the F sharp, right? So another example. G to G sharp to E is a whole step. Right? Okay, so you understand now what is the half step and a whole steps. So we have pattern in creating major and minor chords in every key signatures. So your key signature is the C, D, E, F, G, A, and D. So take note that every major and minor chords are composed of 3 notes. So take note that every major and minor chords are composed of 3 notes. So I have here, I will use the K of C as our root. Okay, so this is our root. So this will be our starting point. So according to the pattern of major chords, we will count 4 half steps away from the root. Alright, so we will count away from the root. So this is our root. So we will count 4 half steps. So we will start counting the 2 C sharp. So from C sharp, this is our 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our third. Why we call it third? Because in numbering, the C is our root. This is number 1, number 2, number 3. This is number 2, number 3, and so on. So E is our third. Now, count 3 half steps away from the third. So you will count again away from the third. So we will start counting from F. So here, 1, 2, 3. So we have G. So the K of C, its major chords is C, E, and G. Alright? So regardless of the key signatures that you are using, we must follow this pattern to create major chords. So another example, we have D. So our root is the D. So we will count 4 half steps away from the root. So we will start counting to D sharp. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have F sharp. Again, so F sharp is our third. So from the third, we will count 3 half steps away from the third. So we start counting from to G. So 1, 2, 3. So the key of D, its major chords is D, F sharp, and E. Alright? Now you understand? Now you understand. So regardless of every key signature that you will use, just use this pattern to create major chords. Alright? So next we have the minor chords. So I will use the key of D as our root. Alright? So we will start from here. So this is our number 1, number 2, number 3, and so on and so forth. So our root is D. So we will start count 3 half steps away. 3 half steps away. So we will start counting to D sharp. So 1, 2, 3. So we have F. So from the third, so this is our third. So from the third, we will start counting away from the third. Okay, so we will start counting to F sharp. So from F sharp, so this is our 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got A. So the key of D, its minor chords is D, F, and A. Alright? Again, regardless of what you are using of key signatures, just use this pattern to make a minor chords. Like for example, we have the key of C. So we have key of C here. This is our root. So this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. So you start counting if what root are you. Alright? So just start counting to 3 half steps away from the root. So we have 1, 2, 3. Alright? So we got the E flat because our third is E. Right? C, D, E. Our third is E. So we have E flat. Next, from E flat, we count 4 half steps away from the E flat. So we start counting to E. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got G. So the C minor, the C minor chords are C, E flat, and G. Alright? So another example again. So we have the A. So we got A, right? So A. So our root is A. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3, so on and so forth. So we have A here. So we start counting away from the root. So we start counting E sharp. So 1, 2, 3. So we got C. Alright, next, from C, we will count away from the third. So we will start counting C sharp. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got E. So the A minor chords are A, C, and E. Right? Okay, so that's how we will create or make minor and major chords.